Welcome to A Grief Observed. I'm your host, Kevin Weaver, and we have with us today on our show the Ponderosa Pines Quartet. I got that right. And there's a couple of guys here. Mick is taking the lead as far as who we're going to interview today on A Grief Observed. But if you don't mind, Mick, introduce the guys to us.
I'm Mick. This is Jerry and Ron and Don.
Mick and Jerry and Ron and Don.
Right.
Excellent. Well, thanks for being here today, guys. And, we were talking before the program began, and really what A Grief Observed is we bring folks on, talk to them about maybe any previous or recent losses that they've had in their life and what you have found to help you along the journey. And Mick was with the Ponderosa Pines before his wife died 6 years ago.
No, correction on that. The Ponderosa Pines was just put together this year.
3 years ago.
Oh.
3 years ago, I'm sorry.
But you were singing.
Yes.
And involved in the quartet
in the barbershop.
Oh, okay, there we go. At any rate, the point being is he'd been involved in this activity, and what we want to focus on today is how important continuing to be involved in such an activity has been in your journey or your recovery.
Yes, my wife died a little over 6 years ago, and I was in the chorus at the time, but it was a little difficult to continue after that. And then I had the opportunity to get a little rescue dog, and I got him 7 days after my wife died, and he's been with me ever since. He goes everywhere I go in my car.
Except here.
He flies with me.
Where is he?
I didn't bring him because I thought it would be a problem here.
Yeah, I understand. What's his name, Mick?
Lucky.
Lucky. So Lucky became part of your Mick's family.
He became my family
Became
here.
your family.
I have a lot of children, but they're all
Right,
spread around
right.
the country.
Well,
So
what about these guys in family? Do you feel kind of a kindred bond being involved
yes.
in a group of this nature?
yes, when we put this quartet together, the final quartet that we have right now, it ended up that we were a bunch of friends in the first place, and
Excellent,
that really
excellent.
is important for a quartet.
Yeah, you do got to be kind of like Spirit, I would imagine. A quartet, like a basketball team or a football team, I would imagine that your success has a lot to do with kind of knowing or coming to know what to expect from the other guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know that, of course, this program is very brief, 25 minutes left, and it goes by like that. And we're here to also to talk about your journey, your grief, your progress, what Lucky means to you, what this family means to you. And so why don't we hear something from the Ponderosa Pines?
Oh, goodbye, my Coney Island baby. Farewell, my own true love, my honey. I'm gonna go away and leave you, never to see you any, never gonna see you any. I'm gonna sail upon that ferry boat, never to return again. So goodbye, farewell,
So long forever.
bum bum.
Goodbye, my Coney Isle.
Goodbye,
my Coney Isle. Goodbye, my Coney Isle. We all fall for
some girl
that dresses neat.
Some girl that's got big feet. We meet
her on the street.
Then we'll join the army of married boots to the altar, just like leading lambs to slaughter. When it's over, oh boy,
we got it good.
bachelor days we then recall. Rich man, poor man, beggar man, thief, doctor, lawyer, merchant, chief. We all are bound for goodbye, my Coney Island baby. Farewell, my own true love, my honey. I'm gonna go away and leave you, never to see you any, never gonna see you any. I'm gonna sail upon that ferry boat, never to return again. So goodbye.
Farewell.
Hasta la vista.
Bum bum.
Goodbye, my Coney.
Dee hi.
Goodbye, my Coney.
Dee ho.
Goodbye, my Coney.
Bye, my Coney Island babe.
You know what? I knew of that song, but I really never listened to the words. What a fun song! You got. You know what? I get what you're talking about. You look like you have fun together.
Well, that song is one that we like to start out with because it grabs everybody's attention.
Yeah. Well, it did mine. Like I said, I've never listened to the words. I found myself laughing. Excellent job, you guys. Well, moving right along, let's talk about a few things that you're doing this month. On July 14th, I'm reading that Northland Pioneer College proudly presents Happy Trails to You, featuring Second Wind Quartet, a couple of local quartets, the Pine Tones, I should say, Spectrum, and the Ponderosa Pines. So what's this all about, you guys?
Well, every year we have a summer show, and it's $10 prior and $12 at the door.
Okay.
And the money we make, we have given to high school kids scholars.
Oh,
if
excellent.
they're interested in music. And this is just one of our shows. We have one in Christmas time that's by donation.
Okay.
But it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and 7 o'clock at night at Sholo High. $10 prior, 12 at the door, and we have that one quartet is coming from Utah. Then we're having a ladies quartet coming from the Valley, and we've got quite a script we've run through, and it's pretty hilarious.
Excellent.
And it's all Western music, not country Western music.
Excellent. You're talking to a guy from New York.
New York City.
No, actually,
That's in our script.
well, I'm actually from a small town in New York, but I still am not overly countrified. What in the world is the difference between country and country western music?
Well, no, not country and country Western. Country and Western.
Okay, country and western. Well, what's the difference?
Country is whatever they want to sing about in their life. Western is like Cool Water, Happy Trails to You by Dale and Roy.
Okay, I gotcha.
Ghost Riders in the Sky.
I gotcha.
Hang Me Up. If They Hang Me Up, I Can't Live It Down.
Okay.
Home on the range.
Tumbling
things like that.
Tumbleweeds,
Oh.
Wagon Wheels.
Okay, all right. Well,
Those are all songs that are going to be in there.
so can you give us a little of the script, what to expect that evening?
Well, we like to have it be a surprise.
All right.
But
We
we
don't
do-
want any spoilers.
We'd
We
rather
do
just
have a
sing
new
some songs.
director.
Do what?
We do have a new director,
Okay.
Dr. Teresa Dick from Blue Ridge High
From
School.
Blue, yeah, of course, I recognize
And
the
in
name.
the script, she comes on and she's Calamity Tess,
Oh, okay.
and she's introduced as the new trail boss.
There you go. So you got to tantalize us a little
we ain't,
bit. Huh?
We ain't never had a female trail boss before.
Okay. All right. Well, what do you got next? What's another number?
All right.
This song is one. This song.
show.
This quartet's gonna do this song in the show.
And it's called what?
Cool
Cool
Water.
Water.
Cool Water. Here we go.
All day I face the barren waste without the taste of water. Cool water. Old Dan and I with throats run dry and souls that cry for water, water. Cool water, clear water, water. Keep it moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's a devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water, water. Dan, can't you see that big green tree where the water's running free and it's waiting there for you and me? And water, water, cool water, clear water, water, water. Nights are cool and I'm a fool. Each star's a pool of water. Cool water. And with the dawn I wake shake and yawn and carry on to water, water, cool water, clear water, water. Keep it moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's the devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can't you see that big green tree where the water's running free, and it's waiting there for you and me? And water, water, cool water, clear water, water, cool, clear water.
Excellent.
Now, about this quartet,
Huh?
Mick is the tenor,
Good.
Jerry is the lead, Ron is the bass, and I'm the baritone.
Excellent. Well, you guys have a nice, soothing touch to what you do. Very, very soothing to listen. Real easy on the ear. Let me ask you guys. Obviously, you practice. How often does a quartet get together and practice?
At least once a week.
Once a week.
And we have the chorus practices every Tuesday night at 6:30 at Sholo Senior Center.
Okay. Do you guys hang out with each other outside of practicing for?
We
the
do
singing?
anniversaries, birthdays,
Anniversary, birthdays.
whatever.
Yeah. So you do really become quite a family.
We are the only quartet on the mountain that's registered with International.
Oh, what does that mean?
We paid our dues.
We paid our dues in the barbershop.
But since we did, if we are good enough, we can go to their different venues and take part of their contests.
Is that something you have participated in? Well, you're just a year old, this quartet. So you're just really still getting used to one another. Yeah, I mean, you guys sound terrific together. As I said, it's very, very easy to listen to.
We're all young.
You're all young. Well, that's what happens, because you're so youthful, it's nothing's a strain, right?
As Don mentioned, we practice at the Sholo Senior Center every Tuesday night at 6:30, and anybody on the mountain, any men that would want to sing with us are welcome to come and listen on a 6:30 on a Tuesday night and see if they'd like to join us.
How many people are in the whole choral group?
About 2022.
About 22. And then from there, you guys break off into quartets per se. Is there any auditioning involved for any of it?
Not really. We just
kind of find your parts
find our partners and go. There's 3 quartets is all, or is there 4?
Three.
Three quartets. Interesting. Well, I mean, it's a wonderful community activity.
It's Ron's fault that I'm in this.
It is. What happened, Ron? What'd you do?
We used to go to the same church together, and he says, "Why don't you come sing in the barbershoppers?"
Hey, there you go. Guys, do any religious music with that in mind?
We have
Not
sung at some
today.
funerals.
Okay. You sung at funerals? Nothing today prepared? You don't do any of the old time? Okay. All right. Well, next time maybe. Okay.
But we sang songs like "Precious Lord" and
Sure. So, got another number?
Yes.
I know you came with 5. I told you we get 3 or 4 in anyhow. So, give us another selection if you will. What are you going to sing?
this one in February we sign people up and go sing for Valentine's.
Right.
And they get a rose and a card, and we sing a couple songs, and this is one of the songs we sing.
And this is
Wild Irish
My
Rose.
Wild Irish Rose.
My Wild Irish Rose. Take it away.
You may search everywhere, but none can compare with my wild Irish rose, my wild Irish rose, my rose, the dearest flower that grows. And someday for my sake, she may let me take the bloom from
Well, Mick, back to you. 6 years later, what is life like for Mick? How long were you and your wife married?
54 years.
54 years. See, that's a long time. And, to then lose somebody that has been with you, I mean, truly become a part of you. Of course, I know you're continuing on with these guys. You've got lucky. What have you done to survive?
Well, Lucky is primarily the cozy one for me. I mean, he sleeps in the bed with me and he cuddles on my chair and so on and so forth with me. So he's really been a great comfort to me, and I've been a great comfort to him. So that's mostly. I have 6 children spread around the country, and I text them every morning to tell them that I'm fine, and then we converse with texts. These old smartphones.
So yeah, communication is really incredible to grief recovery. I kind of was one of the last great resistors. I'm not getting involved in all this, and at work we've been kind of forced into it, and so now I'm the same way. My children all live here locally, but I have to be in contact with them constantly, and that is a tremendous source of comfort. To be able to talk. And
one thing about Mick, he is a very, very good handyman.
Oh, can fix anything, huh?
He keeps busy.
Yeah. Well, and keeping busy, productive busy is good. Keeping your mind occupied, your hands at work, doing something that really does find meaning to you, because that's a lot of what it's all about. As we discover new normals or new patterns for our life, after a loss of any magnitude, you have to kind of find your purpose again.
Yeah, well, that's true what he was talking about. I did advertise as a handyman for quite a while. After I moved up here, I worked as a handyman. I had training in building trades, so I worked as a handyman, and then I just quit advertising and then only serviced the people that were customers before, and now I'm just tapering off. I'm 80 years old, so it's
80. Wow. 80 years old. Ron, you should look so good when you're 80. Well, what about the rest of you old fellers? Is it safe to say that? I mean, it's okay to say an 80-year-old is old.
I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest?
I'm 79.
So, I was going to say that. You must be 79.
I'm the oldest. 88.
88?
And I'm a year older than Mick is.
My goodness.
We
Look
have
at you
one
guys.
member of our chorus that's 95.
95. Really, your voice is, for older guys, really
Well,
still
it's
sounds
just
very
like
nice.
everything else. If you keep at it,
Yeah,
you don't lose it.
I expect you're right. You bring up a good point. It's about keeping at it. I mean, it's a journey, and we've just got to keep pushing, moving, and it's not about ever giving up. So you got this thing happening on the 14th. We'll reiterate, go back to this real quick. Happy trails to you. For any who are watching this show after the 14th, you've got another selection?
Yes, we do. Incidentally, the tickets for this, like he was saying, are $10 in advance. You can get them at any of the chambers of commerce.
Okay, perfect. Good to
There's
know.
12 at the door.
Yeah, 12 at the door. Get your tickets in advance, save a couple bucks. Although, go to the door and buy your tickets. Pay $2 more. It's going for a good cause.
It is that.
So again, for those of you who are watching this program after the 14th, stand up, guys, again, and show them what they missed.
Oh, shine on me in the morning, shine on me. Will the light in the lighthouse shine on me, shine on me.
He said not to.
So you guys, you've got a couple of shows each year. What other kinds of things do you do with your quartet?
Well, the Valentines, like I mentioned earlier.
Valentine's.
Anniversaries, birthdays. The 25th of August, this quartet is going to be singing for the Elks Ladies Emblem Club
Oh, very nice.
at noon. Then when we're done there, we go over to Sholo High,
Uh-huh.
and the whole chorus is going to be singing for Meals on Wheels.
Very good. Okay, you're going to be part of that program. Excellent. Do you guys, are you hired? Are there fees?
We do charge
Do
about
you have-
$40,
About $40?
roughly, yeah.
So that's 10, 20, 30, $10 a piece? How are you making a living on that?
We don't. We like to think we're professionals, but a professional is one that makes his living by what he does.
Yeah, of
and
course,
gets
of
paid for
course.
it enough.
Well,
It,
you
it
know,
buys our business cards and stuff like that.
so you have to promote your own group. Is that what happens? Yeah, excellent. Well, it's good to know. If somebody wants to get a hold of you, who do they contact? You guys?
It's
Don.
either Don or
Or
me,
Mick.
but Don's been getting most of the calls, and he has a great scheduling
Okay. You want to
mind.
publish a number or a website or an email address or something?
623-810-3721. Don.
Don.
And
Just
just tell me you want to make an appointment for the Ponderosa Pines
the
to
Ponderosa.
sing at a function.
How'd you come up with your name? I mean, as if I don't know, but
Well, we had one, and it was already taken by someone, so we couldn't use it. It was
Senior moments.
Senior Moments, but that was already taken. So we
We
figured,
wanted that because we do have occasion at our age to forget some things.
yeah. Do you guys have anything recorded?
no,
No.
We
Is
live-
that in the plans? Going to record anything?
we live in the middle of the Ponderosa Pines, so what else should we be called?
Well, yeah, of course. But you got any plans for recording?
No, not that I'm aware of.
No. Well, I mean, this is being recorded.
Well, that's
So there you go.
Our
That's
first
the
one.
plan.
Tell people that next month you can Google this or go to YouTube and listen to these guys all you want. Ponderosa Pines, I thank you guys for being here today. I
Thanks for
thank
having
you
us.
all for tuning into A Grief Observed. Don't forget, July 14th, get your tickets. You actually go to the door and get them. Pay a couple bucks more. It's a good cause. And so you guys, we've got just a few minutes left. Why don't you stand and sing us on out?
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. May the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may He hold you in His hand. May God hold you in the palm of His hand. Hold you in the palm of His hand.
Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you next month here at A Grief Observed.